Hey guys, this is Jamila with Tallulah, and I wanted to do a video on how to pack your swap items. I think what happens is, and this is my opinion, so, feel free to disagree if you want to. I think what happens a lot of times is that, people are like, oh, we have to have these pretty packages to ship our swaps in, and we want the package to look just as pretty as the swap. And then you package it pretty, so what to speak, and then when your partner gets it, it's broken, or pieces are falling off, or something's gotten crushed that shouldn't get crushed. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that people pack for pretty, not for practicality. So I am going to show you how to pack a box for practicality and not necessarily pretty. Now, if you want to package it pretty first and then do it practical, okay, but my philosophy is, like I said, it is my opinion, but my philosophy is I'd rather spend the time putting the energy, putting the money, putting the time into actually making your project look nice, and then doing a shipping so it actually gets to you in the fashion in which it's supposed to. I know everybody has done it. Everybody has gotten them where they've gotten projects and you see it on a video and it was so pretty, and then whatever, then you get it and, pieces are broken off. Now, something's always going to be broken. There's always a possibility for something to break. But I'm going to show you some tips on how to get it practical, not pretty. Okay, first of all, you want to make sure that whatever you have, whatever size box you're going to use, fits your project. For example, this is one of the projects I'm shipping in my swap. Okay, obviously I like it, it's pretty. Box is too short this way, box is fine this way, but I cannot ship this piece in this big of a box with a little bit of paper wrapped around it and say that's going to work and it's going to get there. There's way too much space in this box, okay? Most people don't do that, but there's still. The key to getting your package to a place without it breaking, or to greatly reduce the probability of breaking, is to fill up all the space in the box. So you actually have to play around with your packaging, not just throw it in there. For example, putting this in here, which is the other thing I have to ship, putting this in here and putting this in here, okay, and then just putting some paper around it and a little bit of bubble wrap is not going to work. This thing will be broken by the time it gets there. So what you have to do is think about all the space around it. Like, see, there's space here, that can cause it to break. There's space here, that can cause it to break. There's space here, that can cause it to break. Okay? This moving in the container will break it. So you have to take up that space with something. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, I'm using a large flat rate box. Number one, tape the bottom really well, okay? Sometimes I even go ahead and tape the inside, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay. Sometimes I even tape the inside, depending on how heavy what I'm going to ship is, because this will come up. Okay? And you don't want it to come up. So remember, we're doing practical, not pretty. So cut that up. And you can cut it first, but I don't. I'll just usually just go ahead and do that. And cut it. And make sure you get tape on both sides, so there's tape here. Okay? Next thing is you want to do something to pad the bottom a little bit. You don't have to put a huge bunch of padding, but sprinkle up some paper and put it in the bottom. Then think about what it is you have to pack. I have to pack this, okay? Not a very fun shape to pack, but think about what you have to get into it, okay? Also, this piece that's open here, that can be broken, okay? So what you want to do is, number one, I want to find some bubble wrap here to wrap up these pieces. So go ahead and wrap it up with some bubble wrap, okay? All right, wrap this piece at the bottom with bubble wrap. All right, and then what I'll probably do is come back off the video and then do it again. So pretend that's all bubble wrapped. This piece, you need some kind of bubble wrap on the outside of this piece. Okay? You can't just do one of these numbers and expect it not to get broken. Rip up your bubble wrap. Okay? So get it wrapped up. And obviously you're going to tape all this down. Okay? Just giving you an idea. Now, anything in here, this is still open. It can get broken. Okay? I'm checking my time here so I can see. It can still get broken. So what you want to do is fill that up. Fill that up with something. Okay? Now, I happen to have, and people ask me, well, how do you pack your bags? This is the same way I pack my bags when I go to my grab bag. So, Fizzy, this is sort of an idea for you, okay? I have these other things that I need to ship in this package, okay? Okay, so I'm going to figure out what will fit in here to take up some of that space. So, that enamel will fit in there. And this one, that'll fit in there. I got a little crushed glass that'll fit in there. And you hear it knocking, but it'll still work. I can get this other stamp in here. Okay. Let's see what else I have. Okay, that's about it. Alright. So that space is pretty much full. I'll wrap it up. Stuff it. Now this space is pretty much full. And it's not going to, the stuff in it isn't going to move around. Okay? Now, there's a piece back here that's empty. Okay? This won't fit, so I can't put that there. I do have this though. Okay? I have this burlap flower that I want to stick in this box. If I put that here in the corner, now this isn't going anywhere. Do you see that? Okay, that helps it. Now, like I said, I'm going to take this out and actually wrap the bubble wrap around so it doesn't come off. But now, it's not going to hit the side. It's cushioned it. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have to get in here? This has to get in here. It's pretty heavy. Obviously, you want to wrap it up in bubble wrap. Okay. You want to wrap it up in bubble wrap. Sit it in a place in the box so it's not going to move. So scoot it up against the wall. Okay. Let's see what else. I've got to get this punch in here. So the punch will fit like that. Put it this way or something like that. Okay. Maybe over here. Okay. So use your packaging well. I've got to get these in here. Okay. So you want to, those can fit like probably right here or right here. So you use the space you have. Like I can get this one here once I close this box. Probably get both of them. Okay, so this is probably where I'll put those. Then I have other things that have to get in this box. Okay. I have to make sure I got the right ones because I got stuff for different people sitting up here. These, yep. These are all die cuts. So I put them all in different envelopes. Okay. This right here. Let me take this out a little bit. Remember, we don't want this to move. See, there's still room here. I can put this in this corner. Or I can put it here. Anywhere where they'll give some room and padding. So spread it out a little bit against this wall. And then you have some more room there. Okay. I have some other things that I have to get in here. Make sure I got all my swap items. 1, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 da. Then, all the rest of this other stuff. Okay, so all of this, all of this, all of this, and another mic powders are all going to go in this box, okay? And I'm going to fill in the space so that things don't move. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do part 2 where I have everything packed up and all the stuff is taped so that you can see what the final box looks like before I send it out, okay? Remember, you can still do pretty, but you want to make sure that you do practical. If you're going to do pretty, you have to do practical as well. You can't just do pretty or it'll all just be broken. Okay, see you in a few. Hey, ladies and gents, I wanted to show you the box to this point. You'll notice, I'm just going to take this one out so you can see a little bit. So notice that I have for here, I have all of this wrapped up. There's extra padding on the sides. I use the die cuts. I'm trying to figure out the envelopes with the die cuts because they're paper. They'll add padding on this side. Okay. The one thing I didn't mention before is you want to think about counterbalancing the weight of your package. This jar and plate and this jar, or this bowl, quote unquote, and plate, and this jar are the heaviest things in this box. So if you want the package to, you know, safety wise, you want to try to balance that out. So put one on one side and one on the other, okay? This is still heavier than this jar, so rather than putting the Martha Stewart punch over here on this side with this jar to make this side of the box lopsided, you keep adding to this section so that this helps to balance out this side, okay? This is going to be relatively light, okay? Does that make sense? So you want to try to balance the box as well as keep everything covered. So notice I filled, like I said before, I filled the inside with a lining of paper. Then I filled the inside of this jar with items that would fit in there. That helps equalize the pressure. Just like a balloon or something. If you have equal pressure on the outside, equal pressure on the inside, it balances out and it makes it more stable. The other thing is, the box looks relatively packed well, right? Okay. I would not ship, I still have stuff to put in here, but say this was all I have left to put in here. I would not ship this box with this big, huge hole in here. Okay. Because that means these all have the opportunity to shift around. Okay. And the shifting is more what breaks your items than anything else, okay? Because, you know, obviously if they just throw it across the room, but shifting in the package is what tends to break it. It's not really the stuff on the outside that breaks. It's like this Martha Stewart punch hitting this glass because there's room to move, okay? Now, in this case, because I have other items, I'm going to stick these flowers in here, okay? And Kelly, if you don't like them, you can just throw them out. I won't hurt my feelings. Okay, so I wanted to add these little flowers because I know Kelly likes to do some altering. So she might like burlap flowers. I thought they were cute when I got them. So notice I stuffed that one back in here to add some more support for this side. Okay, does that make sense? If I didn't have any other items to put in there, that's when I would put the paper. Okay. Now, I want to put my rosette back in here so that I can get in there. And I have some extra of this that I want to put in there. Okay. And use your angles as well. Flat, it doesn't want to take up more space. But if you angle it in there when you have room, like I don't need to get any more room in there, so when you angle it, that helps take up more space as well. Let's see, I think I have 2 other little flowers that I want to get in here. Okay. And the stuff that will smash, don't worry about it smashing because it'll just pop right back. Like these will just pop back up once she opens the package. Okay. Now I kind of want to get this down there. Alright. Then the last thing I have to put is this stamp set. She's got this stamp set, so I just need to stick it on in there and figure out which way it'll go the best without messing up anything. Alright. Okay, so that's about it. Now, because part of this, I like that one better. Now, because part of this is over here on my rosette, like, it'll get mashed, I'm just going to put some more paper between there to cushion it. That makes sense? So that's what I'm going to do there. And I'm just checking around to make sure I got everything I was going to send her. And I believe that is all. I have something else, but it has to go in its own pack. Same thing here. There's this huge piece. I don't like that, so I'm going to put something in it. Okay. Because that means this could break. I'm just going to stuff that in there. This is another reason why saving packaging is good, because you can use these little pieces to put in there. Okay, now this is just something I like to do. I guess this is my equivalent of pretty, because this is about as pretty as it gets. As you see, I'm still feeling that because I don't like that. I don't like it, so I'm trying to find some other. I know what I'll do. I'll put this in there. There's that. And then, I believe I have some white tissue paper, yes. Okay. So this is about as pretty as I get as far as packing a box. And as you see, I got all that in there, and I still have plenty of room. So I pretty much use the same concept, because Fizzy Lifting and some other people ask me. I use the same concept for packing grab bags. You use your packaging, whatever that packaging is. Okay. Then my box is packed. The only thing I have to do is seal it up. Now, as far as sealing your box up, if anybody has gotten packages from me, you know it's pretty much like you got to get into the package, because I don't want stuff to break. So if you look at this carefully, I don't know how well you can see it. See how this side is kind of bulging? I don't like that. So when you're taping it, make sure you squeeze it in as tight as it'll go without breaking your items, and then tape. If you have to have somebody to hold it for you while you tape, do that. Okay? So take one side down, take one side the other. Because this box is heavy, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll tape this on the inside. I still have to put a card in here, so that's why I'm not actually taping it shut. I'll probably put some tape from here to here to keep it in, okay? Like that, to keep it tight. And then I'll put these flaps down, and then I'll do here to here to keep it tight, okay? And then I'll put another one here to here, because this box is heavy. And what else? There's one other tip. The other thing is, if you're, because I get paranoid about stuff opening and everything, another thing is to do, not just put your tape from back here to just right here on the side. Another way to keep it safe is to pack it and tape from all the way around, all the way to the bottom, all the way around the bottom, and then so it comes back up. And then your package is more likely to arrive safely. So I hope that helped people. And yeah, so remember, even if you're going to pack pretty, you need to pack practically. Otherwise, you run the risk of your items not arriving. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Also, check out my other channel, which is Crafty Toots by Jamie Little Tallulah, which I'll also put this video up on that channel as well, which has a list of my Crafty Toots. So I think I'm going to do a giveaway soon on that channel. So yeah, it's Crafty Toots by Jamie Lola. All right, see you guys later.